let's go to Pamukkale. 110 Turkish lira per person just to go into the white pools. Look how cute!
What is it?
It's a hot air balloon so you can remember Pamukkale. So I've got this thing where I've started collecting like random little trinkets that we can one day hang on a Christmas tree in our future humble abode of whatever sort that will be. So what's your first impressions?
Ow. I don't know why we come in the morning after like a frost, because it feels like I'm standing on
ice.
Yeah. You know when you like that hot feeling under your feet? It's beautiful, but I'm struggling to enjoy it right now.
We'd heard that actually the ground is really like rough, so it was going to be a bit painful to walk on. As she walks over a really rough bit. Actually that bit was a bit painful. And the fact that feet are like ice now. Ow! Like, let me show you how rough this is. Can you see? I know I said it was ugly when we were like parked up last night, but when you actually get up here, it is pretty cool. And consider it costs like a £5 per person, it's definitely worth doing, enduring the hurty feet, just to have a little splash around.
Try and stand in this one.
It's very deep. Oh, it's like a bar. Definitely wore the wrong clothes.
Yeah, your long
trousers, long cardigan. But obviously in the summer, like when it's really hot, people will be here in their swimming cozies and stuff, won't they? Oh, it's nice. Let's keep going. Take a little clay mud bath. I bet our feet are going to be like baby smooth.
Yeah, or shredded, whichever.
It's a bit of a sad looking pool. No steam. And a bit empty. Look at this pattern. The way that the water over time has just like shaped the rock. I think I'm going to become a geologist, you know. I love rocks. Oh, that was a really cool pool. But the better the pattern, the more it hurts.
Oh, this is a good
Oh, it is. They're like tiny pools. It's like Pamukkale for tiny, horrible people.
It's definitely better to come in the northern gate, which is down the bottom, because it starts off meh, but then it just gets better and better and better as you reach the top. So if you came in at the top and walked down, you'd be like, oh, is this it? So we were actually quite lucky that we went through pain to get to our pleasure.
So just behind me here at this little booth, you can rent a pair of feathered wings to put on for your photos if you really want to. I offered Meeks the opportunity, but you weren't really feeling that, were you?
If I wasn't feeling the man flu, I think I would have been all on there. Like.
Oh yeah. You're so graceful normally, so.
Thank you.
But yeah, Get yourself a pair of wings, guys.
We didn't really know why it was all white, and I've just googled it, and it's because there's calcium hydrocarbonate in the water, and over time, like a series of earthquakes has meant that the water from those hot springs has deposited all of this white carbonate down the hill, which makes it look as pretty awesome as it does now, and it's created these hot spring rivers and stuff. So now you know.
And we were going to get the drone out and try and show you some like aerial shots, but because there are hot air balloons nearby and people are taking off doing like paragliding from the top here, we've decided that actually it's probably not safe.
I probably should have got up at the crack of dawn and got some shots then, but
yeah,
I'm ill.
Oh right, yeah, okay, so that's the excuse why we don't have any drone shots in this video of Pamukkale, guys. Meeks was ill with the man flu.
Right, shoes are off again. Got the descent back to the van because we're too tight to pay the 8 lira to get the bus back down. Ow!
Well, that was fully worth it. I think it worked out like £6 at the current conversion. So yes, very much worth it. Very much enjoyed it. Apart from it was a bit hurty under the feet to start with.
Get used to it though.
But you do get used to it, and it's definitely worth the money once you get up to the top. And we are now in this lovely little cafe made of carpets. We're having a little chai and maybe some falafel or something. We're not sure yet. We're hoping to get some cuisine or some pide, but they don't have it. Sad face. Still pretty cool atmosphere though.
Yeah.
I just realised there's fish on the ceiling.
There is fish on the ceiling. Go under the sea.
We've had a bit of a fail because I put salt in my tea instead of sugar. And then he said falafel and hummus. And he brought out chicken escallops. We have noticed at this time of year in Turkey that quite often you go into a restaurant seeing they have menus on the outside, and then when you go in, sometimes they don't have everything that's on the menu. So if we wanted like gözleme or pide or something like that, even though it's on the menu, they don't have the ingredients in. I don't know if that's partly because it's winter and also partly because of the like economic crash that's recently happened, so the price of ingredients, certain things is up, so it's not worth them buying it if they're not going to sell it. But I got my falafel in the end. I had to awkwardly tell them that it was not falafel. Well, that meal was definitely not the best one we've ever had.
No.
A bit of a fail, but now we're going to pack up the van and head about an hour and a half east, and hopefully we'll have a bit more success there.
So, I think we lost you there for a little while. I was having my man flu episode. Made some dinner, pesto pasta, again. And we're probably going to eat this and then go to bed. So we'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, guys. We have had a bit of an update this morning, which has kind of scuppered our plans a little bit, or thrown a bit of a spanner in the works. We have just seen an update about EU booster shots, or EU rules around the COVID passport and having a booster shot. We don't have our boosters because they weren't out by the time we left the UK, but the EU have now imposed that you need to have your booster within 9 months of your second vaccination. So it's like a 6-month period plus an additional 3-month kind of grace period. And that would mean that we've got to be back in the UK by like the start of April rather than the middle of July. So that really changes things if we have to be back sooner than that. We're obviously in the very south of Turkey planning to head east and we're a long way from home. So we're desperately now searching to see if we can find out where we can get a booster shot. Hopefully we can get one in another country on the way, maybe Bulgaria, Romania. We've heard of other people flying into Croatia to get theirs. So we're going to see if we can find another way around it, because it would be a real shame to cut this trip short. So despite things feeling a little bit uncertain today, I've brought myself out to watch the sunset and just take a moment to breathe, and I'm sure everything will work out fine. I'll figure out a way around the booster thing and it'll all be okay. Stay positive, keep a smile on, and surely everything's got to be okay. Such a beautiful sky. Mother Nature pulling out the stops tonight. Also, there's loads of kitties. Are you hungry? There you go. It's okay, it's small. You're welcome, kitties. So we are currently at the side of the road filling up water on our way to our next destination, and as you do in Turkey you get chatting to the most random people. We've now met these two guys and I'm guessing maybe their dad, and we're using Google Translate to chat to them, talk about our travels, tell them where we're going. The guys are talking about football and all sorts just through Google Translate, so this is why we love travelling in Turkey. Meeting people is just the best.
Tekesaray diye.
Tekesaray.
Tekesaray.
Historic place. Okay.
Gir oraya bibi. Orada
Bir dakika
gözüküyor.
amca. 1 minute.
Geliyor.
Geliyoruz amca, bekle.
Say hello to YouTube.
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 1 minute.
I'll say it again. Not a bad spot.
This is where we're staying tonight.
Yep.
I hadn't looked on it in Park for night. I just knew this was the one that Court said, so I knew we were near a lake, but I didn't realise we were like in the lake. Like there's a lake on that side, lake on that side, and the road down as well, where it was like weaving past the mountain, and you could see the mountain like shadow over the little town that we're in. It's just epic. So Courtney's still got work to do. I've come out for a little wander to see what this place is like, and oh my god, it's stunning. Like the sun is just setting behind me, but you can see the colour of the sky, and it's a really nice little peninsula. But this place, I am really buzzing off it. It's a lovely park up, and even though it's very wintry, as you can tell by the coats I'm wearing, it's worth it. Turns out I'm not allowed inside yet because somebody needs a poo. Why didn't we build a bathroom with a door on it? Anyway, see you in the morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hello.
We are off to explore Ayadia town today. We've left Didi here next to the water's edge, and blue skies are out. So we're hoping it's going to be a nice day. We just so happen to have arrived on market day. Looks like we're going to get some veggies.
What better way to feel the hustle and bustle of a place than looking down on an open air market? Like, you can just hear everyone like bartering and
Nattering away.
like the colours as well. Like,
It looks so fresh.
it does. Do we need anything?
Yeah, always.
Always.
We have now just come across a little street food gözleme stand, so we are going to have some patates gözleme and enjoy some chai.
Şeker.
Teşekkürler.
Afiyet olsun.
Wow. Photo. Teşekkürler. Photo? Oh, you want a photo?
Give a wave.
This is our lovely lady friend from the box truck who's made us some beautiful gözleme.
I love how she's just making a living and selling gözleme out of the back of a Hyundai box truck. Like, it's got her own kitchen in it and everything. It's
So cool.
very entrepreneurial.
What's the verdict?
Like, the pastry is so light but crispy. So all those candles she's cooked it on. Yeah, that is good gözleme.
Gözlemelerin arasına. Ya da buraya. Ya da şuraya. Değil mi? En münasip olan.
Yay! Yay! Even though we can speak like minimal words in each other's language, you can tell that she is such a character. She's so smiley, so happy, and she's just amazing. And now she's got our sticker on the front of her truck, which is really cool.
So I think we are going to sit here and enjoy this potato and cheese gözleme, and we'll leave you here. This has been an amazing week getting back into van life. We've loved villa life, but we are so happy to be here again, and catch us next week where we are going down to the coast and exploring some more of beautiful Turkey. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Satarım, benim ayrı müşterim var. Boş ver git, ben sevmiyorum. Satarım ben, satmam ondan satıyorum. Aynı yer satıyorum.